All right. So, as you can get in your seat, Zara. All right. So, as you guys can see in the car, first time being out of the house for the past couple days. There was a couple of videos that I wanted to make. I'm actually going to be using one of the things that I wanted to review today, and so you may have already seen it already in the intro and some of the transitions throughout the video, but it is actually Motion VFX's first like plugin pack for DaVinci Resolve, which is really exciting. And so I don't personally use DaVinci Resolve. I have used it in the past a couple times for some professional videos, but I do like the software. There's no issues. I don't have any personal issues with it, but I like Final Cut Pro way more. And obviously with Motion VFX, if you're a Final Cut Pro user, you already know that they have a ton of assets for Final Cut Pro that make it so easy to make your take your videos to a next level in post-production. And so it's really cool that DaVinci Resolve users have some assets like that with Motion VFX. So get going here. You ever wonder if we're gonna get like flagged for buying cold medicine at stores now? I don't know. So I just got an email today about more Motion VFX plugins coming out for DaVinci Resolve. So they've got the cinematic titles, the MTuber 2, and there was another, the M16 millimeter, the retro plugin for DaVinci Resolve. So that's actually really cool. Now all three of those are at a discounted price up until, hey Dino, keep it down back there. All right, so like I was saying, so they came out with 3 more packs. All of those are discounted right now up until August 1st. So if you're a DaVinci Resolve user and you want to get some cheap plugins that operate very well, I would jump on that deal ASAP. Now, I know that, actually, hang on. Okay. I know that, Motion VFX isn't the most inexpensive plugin that you can buy. I know there's some free stuff that you can get from other resources and things like that, but you got to evaluate the cost value analysis when it comes to stuff like this. Now, for me, obviously, like I've mentioned, I'm a dad of 3, I'm married, I've got a family. I make more money filming stuff than I do editing. So I would much rather spend the money to make my edits turn over faster than having to learn everything myself. I know some people are really good at After Effects and Photoshop and doing all these things in Premiere or even DaVinci Resolve or even Motion with Final Cut Pro. I don't know too much about that, but I just don't have the time or even the desire to learn that stuff. So I'd much rather just buy stuff that's similar to what I'm looking for out of a plugin like a Motion VFX service. And I know it's not the most inexpensive, but that's just the value that I see. Is like I value my time more and my resources more, that I'd much rather just spend the money, plug and play. And that's kind of my view on it. Now I know some of you are really good into that, so if you're not into plugins or stuff like this and not willing to spend the money on stuff, get it, no harm, no foul. But for me, I value stuff like this, so it's really cool to see Motion VFX start branching out to DaVinci Resolve for all those users as well.
I just wanted to show how I created some of the effects in this video, how easy it is, and how you can work with it in DaVinci Resolve. So we're going to drop into my computer right now and get going. So, all right. So as you can see here, we've got DaVinci Resolve pulled up. So I'm just in the, I think this is the cut version. Yeah, this is the cut, that's the edit. Yeah, if you know DaVinci Resolve. It's been a while since I've been in this, but, and yes, this video was entirely edited in DaVinci Resolve for you guys. But yeah, as you can see, cut. So you've got your different bins kind of right here. So you've got your media pool. This is a video that I'm working on later. I'm not entirely sure what a sync bin is, but then we've got our transitions, titles, and effects. Now, as you can see here, this is some of the stock stuff that comes up with DaVinci Resolve. And then you can, yeah, I know. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So these are some of the stock stuff, stock assets that come with DaVinci Resolve in the effects option. And as you can see, the motion VFX are actually titled, you know, right here pretty easily. So these are some of the things that came with the free version. I think there's 10 assets altogether. The way to get them into DaVinci Resolve is extremely easy. And so Motion VFX came out with their M installer. So if you see this right here, this is the M installer. And as you can see here, it's the mHello DV. So that's the free version that I've got here. These are some of the assets that I have for Final Cut Pro. But the M installer makes it extremely easy just because once you buy them from online, or I think you can buy them on M installer too, but once you buy them from Motion VFX, then they get imported into here, into your M installer, and then you can actually just click install. And from there, they get installed in the correct files that they need to be in. So that's why I really like Motion VFX. They kind of make it extremely easy to buy them, operate with them, work with them, even in the in your editing software of your choice, honestly. So it makes it really easy, and they go directly where they need to go. So you don't have to drag and drop files and zip files and stuff like that into and finding the file paths and things like that. So that was one of the things that really bugged me with Premiere Pro, that when I would buy assets, you know, from online or from other creators, that I would have to try to find the exact file path to get them into the program. And I never figured it out with Premiere Pro, and that's what was one of the things that was frustrating with it. But neither here nor there. So anyways, got them installed from M installer. We have them here, and I just created this intro logo that you saw in the beginning of this video. I just created this by dropping some of these in here. So we're gonna go ahead and play it. If you like the new logo, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I'm kind of working on the logo. So it looks like it is a little choppy here. Yeah. So it's not playing back the best right now. So I'm not sure if that's just my computer or I don't think I have anything else really running right now. But let's see if it'll... Yeah, so it's chugging along a little bit. Little background, little logo appearance, a lower third. And I just threw that background entirely on there. So pretty easy working with this stuff. So you just drag this, let's say I want to add this in the very beginning with my logo. And let's say, now if you actually want to get into like how to drop in, as you can see here, the drop zone right here. If you want to get into editing this stuff, you have to go over here in the top right hand corner that says inspector, and that's when you can actually start selecting and moving some of these things. So let's go right here, and then let's go ahead and I'm not sure if I can do a wheel here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. And as you can see, that's really strange. But yeah, I can drag it off of the number itself to move it on the X position, and then create a different one on the Y position if I want to go up and down, X, Y axis, axes. I don't, how do you, what's the plural of axes? I don't know. Anyways, from there, so that's where you kind of get your content controls. Now, it's a little bit different than Final Cut Pro, because in Final Cut Pro, you can actually just click on the asset in the playback video and then drag it around. So kind of one of the things that I do miss. the drop zone controls. Now this is where you can actually drop in a file. So let's just say browse here. I've got a little profile pic right here. And obviously you can see it's a little bit too big, so let's just scale it down. And this is the drop zone avatar scale, so it's sizing down the drop zone avatar scale. That's where you can scale down the image. So right here you can, I don't know if you can drag and drop. I think you have to browse, and then I just scaled it down, so that looks good. And then let's go over here. Let's just say videographer. Really easy working with the Motion VFX. So that's the inspector. You can close that, and then boom, there we go. And then let's see here. This one, again, go to the inspector and go to the title controls, and that's where you can actually change. That's where you can actually change what you want to put in. So it's title controls, and there's subtitle controls. Oh, it already has from. So let's go and cancel that. But just showing you guys, just a quick tutorial here. This is just the background. If you want to change anything in the background, you can change the dots. So if you want to change the color of the dots, as you can see here, this color is coming from that color picker. And if you really want to dial in exactly the color you want to, you can. That's not my type of deal. And then I think it's the different .2 controls and the background controls. So you can change this completely to white if you want to. Ooh, red. Wow, that's ugly. Or white. It's kind of cool if you change the colors of everything else, but we're gonna keep it black right now. So you can do that. And then glow controls. So, the inspector is where you can dial in and customize it. So you don't have to just drag and drop the standard colors that comes with the Motion VFX settings. You can actually change these and customize them so they don't look like they came straight from Motion VFX. So put in your own branding colors, put in your own customizations. So it makes it really easy. And that's why I really like working with them. And then this right here, this title thing here, so you can actually change the position of it, the header. These are really easy, really cool to work with in DaVinci Resolve, just added into everything else that DaVinci has in here. Now DaVinci has some really cool assets already defaulted in here, so title is transitions, and so I think you saw some of the transitions. Yeah, this is a transition that I used during this video. So, but that's it for this. Really easy, guys. So if you're a DaVinci Resolve user and you're looking for just some easy plug-in just to make your videos a little bit better, I'd say I would go with these. If you're willing to spend the money for that, they are discounted. I think they're normally $90, but right now you can get them for $60 from Motion VFX. If you guys like this video, please leave me a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.